Hello guys, and welcome to another video from Armory Antiques and Militaria and our YouTube channel. So what have we got for you today? Well, this may not be everyone's cup of tea, but they are certainly collectible and people enjoy these objects. Now there is a military twist to these as well as a civilian twist, and what we're talking about here, if I move this one out the way, are character jugs. Now quite often we get these coming through the shop and they're very, very popular if they actually refer to a famous person that is military that we all recognise. So an example of that would be this man here, which a lot of you will know who he is. This is Montgomery, okay, Monty. So we've got his, very unusual for this man, he always wore two cap badges. I think he's one of the only ones apart from the Gloucesters that actually wore two cap badges. Not regulation, but he got away with it. And anyway, it's a really nicely modelled example. There are other examples that are out there which are interesting that people like to collect, and it's very important when you look at these, don't trust your eyes. What I mean by that is when you examine these, use your hands for any damage, feel the whole thing for damage, because your tips of your fingers are more sensitive and more likely to find any damage or chips on these things than your eyes. Your eyes will deceive you, so be careful, go over it with your hands. On the bottom, you'll find it's got the name Monty and also the Royal Dalton mark, which is a nice feature. We sell loads of these to people because obviously Montgomery is one of the most popular character jugs that there are out there. But in addition, I'll show you another one. Another one that's one of the most popular is of course Winston Churchill. Now we've got loads of these in stock and we have all sizes. So this is quite well modelled really. Again, if we look at the bottom, it's Royal Dalton and marked Winston Churchill and numbered. And again, you want to go over this with your hands to make sure there's no damaged chips or other issues. There's three sizes in these. This one's quite big. It's about, I don't know, about 8 or 9 inches tall. But you've also got a medium-sized one and a small one. There's a set of 3. And we often sell the sets of 3 to people or individual ones, whatever they choose. But always are popular and always collectible for people that love World War II. And of course, Churchill, by many people, is one of the most famous and collected sort of character jug types of individuals that are collected. So yeah, he's always popular. So there's another one. What else have we got? So there's lots of ones that send political messages, like this one. So obviously we've got Edward and Mrs. Simpson here, and he's sitting on the throne, and he's got his instrument of abdication on his lap here, and she's behind as if to be pulling the strings from behind the scenes. And also we've got at the bottom Edward the 8th, the uncrowned King, Duke of Windsor, and Wallace Simpson at the back. And on the floor, you'll see a toppled crown and a dog by his feet. There's lots of hidden messages in this particular piece of work. And this one is, as I said, Edward and Wallace jug, issued to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the abdication on the 10th of December 1936, the King's Dilemma. So a nice ceramic, numbered, quite rare actually. You don't see many of these around, and I love the, as I said to you, with these types of items, you see Winston Churchill with bulldogs and Union Jacks and that sort of thing. But this one's really interesting simply because the message it sends just by how it's designed and the features on it. Really like that. This stands about 9-10 inches tall, so a really nice object for people that like this kind of thing. And then of course it moves on to civilian type jugs and that kind of thing, and you've got to look at the variations that are available. And of course these are very popular. The London Bobby, for example, which is again Royal Dalton. Lots of police officers out there, retired, and they love this sort of thing. So you've got a jug type arrangement here, and you've got obviously the police officer on the front here with Elizabeth II's cipher on the cap badge and the rose on the top, and you've got his police whistle here, and of course Big Ben as the handle. Quite a nicely designed object. And again, you want to feel these over with your fingers and not trust your eyes, because they're the things that are going to identify any damage or issues with the object that you're thinking of buying. So, jugs. These are really popular. We all got them in the shop here at Armory Antiques and Militaria, and they're highly collectible. So come down to the shop whenever you like. If you like this sort of thing, we've got them in stock, and you're welcome to look at them and handle them and perhaps buy one for your collection. So put some comments down below, give us a thumbs up, and also put some comments down below, because we're always interested in your comments, and as long as they're not provocative and they add to the knowledge around these particular objects. A little bit different, not a sword, not a dagger, not something military, but military related in some cases, and with the history of England and the United Kingdom, these really do tell a story, especially when we look at the individuals and what they achieved and where they fought, and obviously with the desert rats for Monty and that kind of thing. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, as I've said, put some comments down below, give us a thumbs up, and we look forward to doing another video for you in the next day or two. Thanks guys.